Hey guys, this is Netta. Welcome to Inner Peace with Netta. Welcome to this channel. So, on today's video, I will be talking about divine timing. Okay? So, divine timing is in all of our lives. Okay? And divine timing is when something happens in the precise time that it was supposed to happen. Or you have a goal or a dream and it happens when it's supposed to. And divine timing is not on our time, it's on divine time. Okay? And basically, sometimes we're not ready for the things that we want and we have to prepare for it. Or there just needs to be some extra effort or work to be put into it. Or there's just some things behind the scenes that you can't see, that the divine, the universe is, making moves as you are making your moves, because we have to have this synergy, we have to do it together. So everything happens in divine timing. Or maybe you need to pivot, or it's just something that you have to learn. Maybe there's more life lessons. A lot of times we could be impatient. I definitely understand that. And definitely through my journey, I have learned to be patient. And everything goes on divine timing and not on my time. Because imagine if we got everything we wanted on our time, we most likely wouldn't have even kept it. And when you have to work for what you want, or just have to be patient and wait, you value it more, instead of just getting what you want when you want it and how you want it all the time. And I'm learning. I'm definitely, as I teach and speak about these things, I definitely be having my aha moments in my head. But it's about having more valuable things and not quantity. Having quality. And waiting for divine timing. I'm learning it's good. And I feel like sometimes it just strengthens us, and make us believe ourselves more. It makes us pull that authentic self out. It makes us become the divine beings that we are, and that warrior, and bask in our humanness as well, and just know that we are limitless when we are in alignment, with the divine within us. So it's about allowing our higher self to take over, because with divine timing, the universe wants what's best for you. Life is not against you, it's for you. Sometimes it feels like it's against you because it's our mindset. I have to positively reinforce that all of the time. Even when things that to us may be tragic or may not be good or maybe bad, that's just a part of life. There's loss, change, transformation, and things happen, for a reason, and we don't always understand why. And I've learned, I always talk about challenge yourself, challenge your beliefs, ask questions. I believe in that all the way. But sometimes you won't know. Maybe it's something for you to understand and come to clarity, maybe in the long run. Maybe it's just different pieces to the puzzles that you got to put together to understand. And that's your wisdom and your growth. So with divine timing, I feel like it allows you to really look at what you want and see if you really want it. Because we can always switch up and, say, hey, maybe I really don't want this. They always say, be careful what you ask for because you just might get it, Ask and you shall receive. I truly believe that. It just may not come when you want it to come, because I just feel like with divine timing, you be better off as well than when you want it in your time. Like, the gift that you get for waiting can be on 1,000,000. You understand? So, yeah, divine timing. It's something that like I said, I continuously have to positively reinforce myself, like, Netta, be patient. It's almost there. Just keep going. Like, when I feel like I want to give up, or just, want to give up, or I feel like I don't have nothing else in me, then I'll be like, you ain't come this far only to come this far. So, why would you stop now? Don't stop. Don't stop. So, allow divine timing. And I'm going to give y'all some tips on tools as well on how to allow the divine timing, how it can be a better process. Because it's a process that's in your life, whether you like it or not. And, yes. So, also with divine timing, sometimes you're going to get something, maybe in addition to what you've been working or asking for, or maybe it's going to look totally different from what you asked for, but it's more fulfilling. It's like your soul, your higher self know what you want, not your ego. All right? Your ego is looking on the outside in. Your higher self is inside, looking through your heart and trying to shine that light that's within you on the outside. So, okay? So, with divine timing, you have to be patient. 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 Also, you have to learn to let go. Let go of the outcome as far as how you think it's going to show up, how you think it should be. Let go of control. I'm not telling you don't visualize. Continue to visualize, script, be positive about it. Continuously, positively reinforce yourself. Any books that you read on manifestation, universal laws, any self-development, spiritual development, just apply everything that you read that resonates with you, because everything is about application. Had to learn that as well. I was reading hella books. Some things I would apply, or either I wasn't consistent. But I've learned that once you be consistent and you're persistent, if you're persistent, you're going to get it. If you're consistent, you're going to keep it. So you just got to persevere, consistency, resilience. Okay? And it has to be a balance. It's not just work, and no play. No, you have to balance work and play. When you work yourself together to death, where's your creativity? So you got to balance out that masculine and that feminine energy with that. So let go of control, and allow the divine to guide you, because it knows it's guiding you to your best self, your higher self. And a lot of times when we hold on too long, we can cause more harm. You understand? So let go, be patient, and to avoid overplanning. Okay? So that can be under letting go and the control factor, but I like the plan. I like the, this is going to go this way. And a lot of times, not even a lot, I can say most of the things that I wrote down that I really wanted, I've received. The only time I didn't receive what I wanted is because I wasn't on the vibrational frequency and that alignment on the emotional, my thoughts or my actions, or either I was putting in the work and then I stopped because I couldn't see it. And so that's just like, well, if you don't put in no action, then you ain't gonna get it. So it all has to be balanced. But don't over plan, because you may over plan and may miss something, may miss an opportunity. Like, no, well, it's not going according to my plan, but there may be an opportunity. I realize now my eyes is open to all opportunities, and I really sit down and see if it's in alignment of what I want. Like recently, I had someone contact me to create a CD and for some poetry, and I'm like, nah, that's not in alignment. Like, I'll write and do my own things, and I just realized, like, no, like, you gotta recognize the signs of the universe. Not saying that, oh, I will stop writing poetry or I won't do poetry, but that's not my main focus, I can see myself expanding in it. But right now, me making a CD of poetry, first, I don't think I have enough poetry, and I don't do poetry events enough for that to be a priority and to plan it. And I just, just certain things, you just have that inner knowing to where it's like, no. So, last but not least, surrender to the unknown. This has been very hard and scary for me, to surrender to the unknown. I just think that this whole year has been a year of growth. I gotta continue to learn. I feel like I was stagnant in the beginning of the year. Not even felt, I know. And my intention was to grow, be a better person, and I still have growing to do. And to do everything to make me happy and to fulfill my purpose, but also be fulfilled. And I didn't really know how to follow my heart. I think logically I knew what it meant, but I didn't know the process. And this year I've been vetting some stuff, just going deep and truly trying to understand myself and what's in my heart for me to do and how I can be a change in the world. And I think that I was just trying to make it go a certain way, and the divine is like, surrender. And I wasn't trying to surrender. I was just like, no, it needs to go this way because I planned this way. And it's just like, child, if you don't get out of here, we just told you we got your back. And you over here stressing and worrying, and you causing yourself to be sick and stressed and in depression and anxiety. And so you have to surrender. Surrender your past, surrender your ego. Your ego never really dies, but surrender it over so that your higher self can take over. Your anger and different emotions, that you feel like are overwhelming you, just surrender. Make that your intention, to surrender. What can I do today? Other than surrender some more and surrender. And surrender does not mean that you have no control over your life. It just means it's a form of synergy where you are in alignment. And so where you realize that life is not against you, it is for you. And the way that you are going about your life, it's not working. So you have to surrender and try something new. But when you're surrendering in the unknown and you got a blank canvas and you feeling like, oh shoot, in a society that we live in today, it's like you don't get second chances, or you're not able to create your life. It's always this Rikers Island mentality, like you're locked in your own mental jail, and you just may not feel like you're free to do what you want, but that's just all the hidden core beliefs, because whatever negativity you feeling about yourself, it's no one else, it's you. So when it's time for you to change and go through a transformation, just surrender. When it's time to start anew and it's time to surrender. Like me, surrendering, coming out like the woo-woo closet with my spiritual gifts and learning to help humanity more and just putting myself out there again, because for a while I stopped coaching. And now I'm like back up and running, and I just had to surrender because I had all these thoughts as if I wasn't good enough and things of that nature, which wasn't true. I just needed to learn new skills and do things differently and do it my way. I don't have to be like everyone else. I don't even have to call myself a coach. You understand? So you just have to surrender. And what is this movie? It's not. It's the far land of the land of make believe. No, I think that's the one with the dinosaurs. Okay, so it's an old movie, right? With the main character name was Sebastian, right? A Land of Never Ever Land. I forgot the name of the movie, but it's like an 80s, late 80s movie, right? Before I was born. So the main character name was Sebastian. And he had like the flying dog. If you know about the flying dog with them big eyeballs, oh my gosh, he was so adorable. And when Sebastian went to go save the little queen, she was like some little princess queen, and she was always like, Sebastian. And he was like, what am I supposed to do now? After he saved the day or the whole little world, right? In that different realm. And she was like, you can create whatever you want. You can just create. You can create whatever you want. And that's how it is in the unknown. You can create whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be all smooth like gravy, but you can create whatever you want. But you have to surrender first. You got to surrender. Surrender that mindset, that attitude. Just surrender all negative thoughts about yourself, anyone else, any wounds. Just surrender so that you can transform and be that new person. So, those are little tips and tools for divine timing. So yeah, that's what divine timing is. And I hope this assisted you with going through it and understanding it more. But divine timing, just learn through that process of it, okay? And I just feel like once you use these techniques, your manifestation and just life gets easier because you're not going against the grain. So, thank you. This is the end of the video. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Peace.